Hello everyone, this is 3Gen Techies. Welcome to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, we'll learn how to turn a motor on and off using an ESP32 and a relay module. It's going to be interesting, so stay tuned. Alright, let's get started. First, we need a breadboard and an ESP32. Let's connect them properly. Next, the main component is the relay module. The relay allows a small electrical current from the ESP32 to control high-power devices like a motor. This is useful when we need to switch high-voltage loads safely. Now that we have our components ready, let's move on to the connections and see how it works. Now let's start connecting the components. First, connect the VCC pin of the relay module to the 3.3V pin on the ESP32. Next, connect the GND pin of the relay module to the GND pin on the ESP32. Finally, connect the IN pin of the relay module to GPIO23 on the ESP32. That's it. Our connections are now complete. Let's move on to the next step and test how it works. Next, we need a battery. We have a 7-volt battery, but connecting it directly can damage the board. So we use a voltage converter, which helps reduce the voltage to a safe level. Right? Now let's connect the battery to the voltage converter. First, connect the positive terminal of the battery to the positive input of the converter. Next, connect the negative terminal of the battery to the negative input of the converter. This setup ensures that the voltage is safely regulated before powering the ESP32 and relay module. With this, our power connection is complete. Next, let's connect the converter output to the breadboard. First, connect the positive output of the converter to any positive rail on the breadboard. Then connect the negative output of the converter to the negative rail of the breadboard. This completes our battery setup, ensuring safe power distribution. Alright, our power connections are done. Let's move on to the next step. Now let's move to the next step, connecting the motor to the relay module. First, take the COM terminal of the relay and connect it to the positive terminal of the battery. This will allow the relay to act as a switch for the motor. Next, take the NO, normally open terminal of the relay, and connect it to the positive terminal of the motor. This means that when the relay is activated, the motor will receive power. Finally, connect the negative terminal of the motor to the negative terminal of the battery. This completes the circuit, ensuring a proper flow of current. With this setup, the relay can control the motor by turning it on and off when triggered by the ESP32. That's it. We have successfully completed all the steps. Now we're ready to test our setup and see it in action. Now it's time to check our setup. Let's connect the USB cable to the ESP32 and power it up. If everything is connected correctly, the relay should activate and the motor should turn on. Let's test it and see how it works. Before testing, we need to set up the code. Open Arduino IDE and follow the steps carefully as I upload the code. First, we define the pin for the relay module. This tells the ESP32 which pin controls the relay. Next, in the void setup, we set the relay pin as an output so that we can control it. Then in the void loop, we turn the relay on and off to control the motor. Finally, we add a delay of 5000 milliseconds to keep the motor running for a while before switching states. With this simple code, we can fully automate our motor control. Okay, our code is now complete. Let's compile it. This may take a little time, so be patient. Once the compilation is done, we can check the output and see our motor in action. Okay, now let's check if the motor turns on and off every 5 milliseconds. Let's observe. Yes, the motor is switching on and off as expected. Everything is working perfectly. Great. This confirms that our relay module and ESP32 are working perfectly together. The delay function is ensuring the motor switches at the right intervals. Now that everything is running smoothly, we can use this setup in real-world automation projects. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one. Bye.